good, everybody? It's another episode of Shit Talking with your host, Cuba, and got Carlos here. Say hi, Carlos.
The man, 529. Hello.
Yeah, so there he goes. Look, he got his fucking Houston grill.
Look at these girls, boy.
He got those grills and shit. He's living in Florida with those grills and shit. Paul Wall. But anyways, everybody, as you can see, what we got behind us, the Snyder cut.
Yeah, he copied me. He copied me. We just was talking about this right before.
I had it first.
So. Fighter, man.
Anyways, I had it first. You're lucky I didn't record that part when I had it on first. Then you decided.
I should record it. I should have recorded the audio. I should have recorded the audio when I said, I'm going to download the Snyder one. That way I could put it in my background. And he stayed quiet and right away started looking for it.
Yeah, well, sorry. Your finger's not fast enough. Anyways, everybody, like and subscribe. Because we got this guy here. He's going to put his 2 cents on this movie that we're going to review. That people have been waiting.
Look for my page, the man 529. Like and subscribe. Look me up on Facebook, Entertainment Talk.
There you go, everybody. You heard him.
Just notice Superman's face is covered up.
What's that on there?
It's just like a little junk drawer type of thing.
Oh, okay. Everybody can see everything on mine. I move over. But anyways, everybody, welcome to another episode. Oh, what?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. All right. So, everybody.
Drinking my invisible water here.
Yeah, that green screen is really working out for you. The only thing that's in the way is that damn dresser. Oh, shit. So, let's get to it.
Well, anyways, if you guys are joining us, you might have already seen the movie. So if you haven't, what the hell are you doing here? We're going to be doing spoilers like crazy, talking about the movie and stuff. So if you haven't seen it, get off now, man. Come on.
4 hours long.
Yeah. We were going to do ours 4 hours long, but we said maybe not.
I can't even stand talking to this fucker for 4 hours long. 10 minutes the limit. My blood pressure goes up. This guy just loves his fucking grill.
I love it, bro. It's awesome.
So yeah, let's get to it.
Anyways, well, first off, what was your impression of the movie?
It's better than Josh Whedon version. Of course, that one I didn't like too much.
I didn't like it at all.
You know, I think when I saw it in theaters, the Josh Whedon version, I don't think I've seen it since. They played, whenever they play it on TV, I might just watch it for a few minutes, but then that's it. But I just lose interest in it.
I'll be honest, the only scene that I liked in the Joss Whedon one was when Superman gets resurrected.
Yeah.
And the whole team has to fight. That's the only scene I honestly like in the whole movie. And I'm so glad that they brought it back on this version.
You know, it was okay.
First off, we gotta let people know you fell asleep twice watching this movie.
I was watching it late. 2 days.
And it took you days watching it.
Because I was watching it late at night. The hell, it's 4 fucking hours. It's 4 hours of and then the movie was dark, so it just made me sleepy watching a dark ass movie.
You should rest it up.
Like I didn't have time. The only time I would have had to watch it would have been yesterday, on my day off. But I pulled through. I pulled through to watch it. It took 2 days, so and it didn't really matter too much because the movie was decent.
I say it was awesome.
Of course you would.
I loved it.
What did you love about it?
Everything, man. It's like
no. Give me the best part.
They fleshed out everything. That's what I liked. What's his name? Cyborg. His story got fleshed out. It wasn't like the Joss Whedon one that it just happened and You don't really know what the hell. You got Stephen Wolf, who actually has a motivation now. We see why he's doing this. It's not like he's just getting the thing and that's it. You know, he was banned from Apocalypse for some reason, which is one thing I didn't like that they never explained what
Oh, because
happened.
Darkseid
He got
wasn't even
kicked
in the
out.
movie on the Josh Whedon.
Exactly. But
So
that's
that's
what I'm saying.
so that's why I was trying to think about it because like even if they did, it was just a little bit confusing, but it just didn't. I don't know.
No, they never showed any image. The only image they showed that you knew about Darkseid was the Omega. That was it.
Yeah, but I thought that was the whole point when the movie was supposed to get released that he was going to get introduced in this movie, but I guess not.
Which one?
So
2017 or this one?
yeah, and I thought, damn, that's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Cost $300 million.
Which one? The first one?
Yes, and now they added another 70
Eight,
million for this guy to finish this
wasn't it
hit
80? 80 million?
70, 80, whatever they said, but regardless, it's still so that's like close to $400 million in a sense just to finish a movie that you
What?
know
Let me
that was
tell you something.
okay.
They did a lot with that $80 million. Because Steppenwolf got revamped. He looks awesome. He doesn't look all weird like he did in the 2017 version. Um,
Did you watch it again?
no, I didn't watch. You know, the only complaint I had about this one is the CGI with Cyborg. I did not like how
Hey,
he
look,
looked.
yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like the way he looked because he looked just like
Hmm.
Steppenwolf. They all look
Yeah,
like the same thing. It's all
it
silvery.
it looked like they just copied and pasted his face on there, and
I,
that was it.
I didn't like Cyborg costume at all because his whole body just looked so shiny and stuff. And same thing with Seven Wolf. It's just like his whole costume or whatever. I didn't like the special effects that much on those characters
On
and
this one,
stuff.
the new one.
Yeah, it looked just like the other one to me.
Nah, you crazy.
Now that's
I saw a difference.
you haven't even watched it, so trust me, it looks the same.
Nah. I
Cyborg
mean, I don't
doesn't.
have to watch it. I can just Google and look at the image and
Yeah, well,
stuff like that.
do your
So
research
yeah, you
on
do
that.
yours. Okay.
Do
The
your
other thing I don't.
research.
I wish they would change the Flash's costume too. I don't like his
Yeah,
costume either.
I didn't like that either. It just
I
looks
don't know if
like
I got used to the WB version of Barry Allen's
no.
suit.
It's not even that. I just think even in the comic books, he doesn't look like that. He just looks, like I think his costume should have been like the way it should look, but not
Yeah,
like that.
it's like the nightmare scene with Batman. When you see the Flash, doesn't he look like a robot
I didn't know
with
who the
that?
hell that was for a second.
Yeah, I didn't either. He looked like a freaking robot at first, and so he took off the mask. I was like, what the hell?
So, um,
Anyway, let's just start from the beginning, man.
if I
The
can
whole
remember,
revamp of Wonder Woman and the bank heist. Oh my god, that looks so dope. Come on.
that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, they added like what 5 additional minutes right
I
there.
know, but see, like the thing is, like I have to watch the last one just to kind of remember what was in and what wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought that was part of it too, so I can't really remember because
No,
that was so many years ago,
no, they added
2017.
about 5 minutes more into that scene.
Well, like I said, I can't really remember what was added
Mhm.
and what wasn't. Like certain things I do remember because, like, okay, I didn't remember this, but I don't know. I thought that was part of it, anyways. But I
You
don't
didn't do
know.
your research. See, if you get in and you watch some YouTube videos, they'll actually show you the differences between those scenes right there. And it was about 5 more minutes into it.
Yeah, well, those guys had more time to spend because if they spent 4 hours watching it, then watch the other one just to compare those two. Good luck on them doing all that work because
You
that's too
should take
much.
advantage of their hard work then.
Well,
But yeah, I mean, oh, and then the thing we were talking about before we even started recording, the jumping. Was she jumping or flying?
I think she jumped and flew.
I don't know, man. Because this one Wonder Woman 84 threw me off. You know, she started flying over there. There was no thunder, so she couldn't whip into those lightnings like she was doing in 1984.
That was a dumb
But
movie.
I guess she just jumped really high. I don't know. Because for me, like if she could fly, I would imagine she would have flown into space and throw the bomb up there. You know?
Well, didn't make a difference. It blew up, so as long as she threw it up high enough that didn't kill anybody.
Exactly. I like how
But
she.
she was pretty fast to stop those damn bullets.
Hell yeah, right? Shoot.
That
And
was
and and she killed somebody. Did you see that dude? There was
calm
blood all
down,
over the place. I was like, what?
calm down. You're getting too excited.
I don't remember in the Joss Whedon one if she killed somebody.
like I said, that I don't know. I thought
That
that
part I
was
didn't research. I didn't do my research on that.
this
The
guy.
blood count, the body count there. So did
I
you
never
think this
paid
is what
attention.
water too?
I don't remember if she killed anybody or not in any of her movies. I don't.
Well,
Then
she killed somebody. There was a blood. There was a pool of blood in that guy's area. Anyways, so we got off that part. Then they showed. Damn, what happened after that?
well, it just I don't know. Like
Oh well, they
the
started off with Superman dying. That's another thing. They started off with Superman dying. Remember when he yelled? Ah,
I
and his
guess.
and his voice started echoing through the world. And then the mother boxes got activated.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about the movie. Like someone reminded me yesterday, but I just didn't know that the the Martian Manhunter, whatever his name is.
John John.
I must have missed it. That he was playing.
Man, you just jumping all over the place. That's already at the end, dude.
I'm not gonna go through the 4 hours. I'm just I'm just thinking of stuff, but because I'm just explaining what I think about the movie. Like I must have missed it when I knocked out on it, but I try to watch it. But no, my thing is just like the only thing that I like about the movie is just them introducing characters they should have had introduced in the last movie. Like I wish they would have gave Manhunter more scenes because
True, but
I think he's more of a impact on that team. But of course, that's just more to explain. That would have been another hour.
exactly. That's yeah.
But of course, either that or give him his own movie. But
Well, I
they're not
thought
gonna
they
do
were
all
gonna
that.
give him his own movie.
No, it's not that I know of.
I thought I read somewhere about that.
Um,
You know what
it's
pisses me off is like I know we're jumping all over the place now, but at the fight scene at the end, I thought Martian Manhunter was gonna come in and whoop some ass.
you
Just
know,
come in.
I
I thought
totally
that's how.
forgot. I totally forgot about him until when I saw him at the end of the movie. I'm like, oh, okay,
And that's the
there.
same. That's the same actor from the Batman versus Superman. He's the
Oh
same
yeah,
guy.
yeah. You
I'm
just
I'm
couldn't.
not sure if it's the same guy though from the WV version.
I don't watch those anything on WB for DC, anyways.
You're sleeping on that because those
No,
shows
I'm
are
not
good.
sleeping. No, they're not.
Those
No, they're
shows are
not.
good, especially
No, they're not.
Titans and
I haven't Titans. I don't. I wouldn't mind watching. I saw a few episodes of Titans, but like the rest of anything on WB with the DC stuff, I'm not really interested in that.
Flash is
It's
good.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
The only
it's
thing
not.
with Flash, they have this inconsistency. I can't say the word with the villains. Every villain is faster than he is. He's always claiming he's the fastest man in the
No,
world,
my
and then
reason
the guy
why
is like,
I don't watch any of the DC stuff is because they're not fighting anybody that's a villain that is notable, and
okay,
it's just
but that's
like
why.
I know, but this is why the reason why I don't watch it. That's what I'm saying. So, like, you're not fighting anybody. Like, you're gonna fight a bank robber, or you're gonna find a drug dealer, or whatever the case is. Not, I'm just saying on any of those shows doesn't catch my interest to watch that.
Right,
If
but
you're
those are subplots.
no, but
Those
listen,
are
that's what I'm just saying. That's the reason why I don't care to watch that. It's like if you're gonna compare that to watching the Marvel stuff that was on Netflix, totally different, way totally different. Because you know what, they're concentrating. Well, hold on, don't interrupt. They're concentrating on whatever villain. Like when we were watching Daredevil, Daredevil
Mhm.
was fighting like the Kingpin through the whole season, and maybe another character. Now, and the same thing with Punisher. Punisher was going after Jigsaw through the whole season. Now, that was made it more interesting for me to watch. Now, when I try to watch The Flash, like it just wasn't like, oh, okay, so he's just fighting this guy, he's just doing this, or the Green Arrow. I never really got into Green Arrow. I don't care about him, but
I don't think
I
either.
just realized like that's what they're doing in those other shows in WB. Like they're really not putting a character in there that I know about that's gonna fight. That's
The
the reason
Hector.
why. But listen, that's the reason why I don't watch or that other one that Marvel showed that was the Shield. They weren't doing either. They weren't really fighting anybody that was like a character that I care for them to fight. So
Okay, but you're comparing two different mediums because you're talking about Netflix. Netflix has to do concentrate all
it's
their
not.
episodes into 10 episodes. And then we're
It,
talking about
it
TV
it doesn't make a
where they
difference.
got to
It's
do
still a
20, fill
show.
up 23 episodes,
It doesn't
20
make a
episodes,
difference. It
Yes,
doesn't
it
make it.
does.
The whole point.
You got to do fillers.
It doesn't make a difference. They could just do whatever. The same thing. Like add. It doesn't make a difference how many episodes it is. That's the reason why I don't care to watch it, because they weren't fighting anybody important. That's what I'm saying. Even if it was 20 episodes or not, they're not fighting anybody important in those episodes for me to keep interest, because I already know how it's going to end.
Okay, but TV, regular TV, you're going to have fight lower class villains. They're going to leave the big villains for the TV show, for movies and stuff like that.
It doesn't
They're
make
not
a
going to
difference.
fight Darkseid in,
I'm
in
not
the regular
expecting that,
TV,
but I'm just
you
like,
know?
if they're gonna do a character like that, if you're gonna have have Flash fight his own villains that he always fight in his comic books. If you're gonna do
His
that,
rogue.
whoever it is, like I said, but doesn't make a difference.
But he
I hope.
does. He fights Reverse Flash in the seasons.
I
He
don't know.
fights
It just didn't never caught my interest. That's why like anything with WB was just not that exciting to watch.
well, people don't listen to him. He's sleeping on these shows.
No.
Titan, Swamp Thing,
Swamp Thing got canceled. So
Stargirl.
what are you talking about?
Huh?
It got canceled.
No, I think they revived it again.
It got
HBO.
canceled.
No, you're gonna have to read it up. I think I saw HBO might revive that show again.
Might, but
Everything got transferred over there, so
I
that was
don't know.
actually a good
But
show.
anyway, let's get back to the movie because let's jump into something different.
We're
That's
still
gonna
on
take a while.
DC. We're still talking about DC. So,
But still, it just
anyways, what I liked about Snyder Cut though, everybody got fleshed out. Aquaman didn't get fleshed out, but he had his own movie to get fleshed out, so we didn't need that. But what are we talking about? We have Cyborg got fleshed out. We got the Flash. Flash got fleshed out. A little bit, not a lot. But we got to see that he was struggling and he
well,
met
yeah.
Iris. You know,
Like I said, I think it was a decent movie, but I don't think I think if they would have, of course, they would never release it in theaters because that's 4 freaking hours long and stuff.
hey,
Watching. Well, they probably
do you
could
think they
have,
were
but
setting up
still,
the Flash for his
they don't.
movie
Look, this
for
movie should have.
Paradox?
I don't know. I think they're supposedly working on that movie, but who knows when that comes out? Because that should have been out already. There's so many delays on that movie. They were supposed to do a cyborg movie, but that's not going to probably happen
No, I don't think that's gonna happen anymore.
because, especially with that actor, got into it with Josh Whedon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and I don't
Well,
think
if, if Snyder does it, he'd probably be back.
well, it's not
And
just,
Snyder,
well, I don't think it's just like, I don't think Snyder or Whedon is probably going to direct a cyborg movie. He'll probably be a different director, but I just don't think he's interested, or who knows what.
well,
I
I
don't know.
read Snyder is not wants to be done with DC movies and stuff. So I don't know.
I wouldn't blame him because
But they shoved the right amount of money. I think he'd be back.
he didn't get paid. Actually, he didn't get paid
No, I
anything
know.
more for that.
But
He just finished the movie.
I read somewhere that he was talking about if Netflix would pick him up, he start doing movies over there.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. Well, that's just him trying to campaign to get a job.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, well,
Start talking about Amazon too. Like, hey,
I don't think they'll have issues, but like I said, the movie was okay. It just, like I said, regardlessly, I'm a Marvel fan.
see,
You
so you're
know,
biased.
it's not being biased. It's just I see the big difference. I think it's just the way DC, not DC, but Warner Brothers, the way they're letting this movie come out. Whoever is in charge is not doing a great job. I don't expect them to do the same as Marvel's doing it, but
No, exactly. I agree.
I just think that they keep messing up with these stories. Like, look at how like for instance, like what came out a few months ago, Wonder Woman. It wasn't all that great, you know.
Awful movie, man.
So yeah,
I was so hyped for that movie too.
and now I'm kind of concerned if Aquaman's going to be better or not. Honestly, that
What
one
did you
was
think?
that one was okay. The first one, the original Aquaman, the one that came out the movie was
Mhm.
okay. It wasn't all that great, but it was okay.
I thought so too. A friend of mine, he recently saw it again. He said it's not as good as the first time he saw it. I was
Yeah,
like, really?
it was okay. So
Oh, Aquaman was useless in this movie. Do you agree on that? He didn't contribute anything.
He did.
I mean,
He just.
Batman kicked more ass in this movie than Aquaman did.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised Batman got into fight because whenever they shot that fireball thing, he had that new costume or
He had the
shield thing.
gauntlets, the gauntlets, the gauntlets.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
That's what they
Um,
called it in the movie. Fool. It took the laser, heated it up, and shot it back up or something like that. They were saying.
well, I didn't see that happen.
See, it must have been when you fell asleep. So,
No, I saw when he got shot at. It never reflected back. Not like you're
well,
thinking
something
of.
like that. That's what Alfred was saying. I don't know when Alfred
Well,
became a scientist, but
Alfred lied to you because you probably was
Alfred,
watching. You was probably watching Black Panther whenever he was in his costume and it reflected back. So that's what you're thinking, but it
yeah,
never
that's what's
happened.
up.
Well, saying.
Anyways, we're all over the place again. What were we talking about?
Well, I don't want to go
Oh,
from the beginning to the end. I'm just trying to
no,
get
but I'm
my.
saying, Aquaman, he didn't do anything. Batman did his job. He was willing to risk his life at the end of the movie right there. He didn't want to say it, but he was like, "Don't come back for me. Anything happens, continue with the plan." That's my best Batman voice right there.
Yeah, great job. Um,
I'll be back.
and when they try to put I don't know if they try to put humor into it. It wasn't funny. I think the only one that
I'm
tried to
glad
be.
they kept that "I'm rich" part in it. That was funny still.
Yeah, someone mentioned that they liked that part, but
Yeah,
that was okay. But it's not like something that made me laugh.
because
Like
you heard it
this.
before.
Well, yeah, but then it's like the only one that was kind of be trying to be funny was the Flash, but it wasn't funny. The thing that he was doing, like okay, I think they
You
were
know,
just trying hard to be funny, but not like they were trying to, but it wasn't
I
funny.
know you say you don't watch the Flash TV show, but I mean, you must have seen some of it, like when he's running and stuff like that. Doesn't it look better on the WB show, him running, than on the movies? I'm
Not
not.
that not that good. Remember,
I don't like the
honestly,
version of the Flash in the movies. He looks goofy running. I don't know, like he can't run. He's always falling too.
I don't know. I couldn't say from the TV show, but I see what you're saying. They just trying to
Uh,
make him too, like you said, a little goofy or whatever. But like I said, the movie was okay, but I just special effects wasn't all that great to me. It seems too dark. Like if I was watching a Batman movie, because like everything seems so damn dark.
really?
Yeah, that's what it seemed
Because
like to me.
if you compare the Joss Whedon one,
Yeah, it was
at
the
least
same
like
thing.
towards the end when they were fighting, the sky was all red and stuff like that. And
I
this
don't,
one they made it blue and it looked a little bit better.
well, not the same that, but through the whole movie, it just seemed like it was so
Hmm.
dark. You know,
Well, DC is dark.
nah, it's just more of a. It should be more like a Bat. I'm saying this seems like if I was watching more of a Batman movie, because his
Hmm.
movies always tend to be dark and stuff like that. You know, when you
Hmm.
watch the Wonder Woman, it, of course, it's not dark. It's just a regular,
Well,
daylight
the
stuff.
way I look at
I don't
it,
know.
Marvel is more like happy, funny action type of stuff. DC is like more serious, darker, moody. I don't know. That's the way I
I
take it.
think it all depends on the movie, but I think this movie itself was just like that.
Shazam wasn't that dark. It was a.
No, no, but I'm just saying, but this movie itself was dark.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. We were watching it. I just didn't like this. The thing, the only, like I said, there's so many bad things that I can say about this movie, but the only thing that I liked that it was cool to see Superman with the black costume.
Yeah.
You
When I
know,
saw the trailer for that, I thought he was just gonna be evil. I was like, nah. Anytime
just
somebody wears
just
black
look at
like
the
that,
background. The background is all dark.
uh huh. I was like, oh, that means he's dark. Because they got those storylines where Superman is bad and he's wearing the dark suit and stuff like that. So I was like, oh man, where are they going with this?
I think this movie just satisfied the fanboys that was really wanting to see Snyder's cut. Since they've been campaigning this movie to be made finally after 2017, they finally got
Three,
it.
3, 4 years, yeah.
So they
I'm
finally,
happy, man.
so they're this is for the DC fanboys. You got it. All right, you finally got it. Hope you're happy.
Uh, let's
Um,
continue. Let's continue, people. Let's try to get that Snyderverse going on. I want to see Justice League 2.
that's not gonna happen.
Come on, dude. They have to.
That's not
Warner
gonna happen.
Brothers got to wake up and look at this.
Listen, it doesn't make
It's
it
the
different.
second highest movie right now. What
No,
was the
no, it
first
doesn't make
one?
it. The whole point. Listen, this is how it works. They was hoping this movie should have made $1 billion when it was released, because they were comparing this should be like an Avenger type of thing. It didn't even do that. It made $750 million.
That's close.
That's not close.
That's
You
close.
that's not enough for them. You got all these characters here. When Marvel released the Avengers, that did over $1 billion some. Of
See, but
course,
Marvel had time to set up
it's
everybody
not.
up.
That's not the whole point.
Warner,
Regardless, that's not. It doesn't make a difference if Marvel had time. That's Marvel. This is DC fault. But regardlessly, they should have a way better story. It wasn't a good story, anyways, when this movie got released. So it should have made a lot more money. So it was a disappointment. They spent $300 million making this movie, and you can say it's a failure. It didn't live up to expectation. 750 million, that's not a lot compared to, if you compare it to any other Marvel movie or any other DC movie that did $1 billion. This should have been up there. This movie itself should have been up there. Should have did at least $1.2 billion.
you
That would
should
have
have.
been, and that's the only reason why. And then of course they would have been already making a concentrated making a sequel. But you know what happened after that? It didn't live up to expectations. So that's why you haven't seen another Batman movie with this guy playing. You know, they delay the Flash movie. They delay the Cyborg movie. Superman's not coming out with another movie. Only one that you're going to be seeing is Wonder Woman and this guy, because their movies did really well in theaters when they were released. So there's no reason for them to even concentrate on. That means that they had to spend another $200 to $300 to make another sequel. That if it's going to succeed or not, you think that they're going
So,
to actually make $1 billion? Who's
so
going to
you're saying
direct it
right
then?
now. So you're saying right now with the success of this movie, you don't think they would be
I don't think
considering
it's
a sequel?
no. I don't think it will. And then who's going to direct it? Because I don't think they're going to have Snyder to do it.
Yeah, but
It
he could
probably,
be maybe a producer or
if
an
he could be a
advisor or something
producer.
like
It
that.
doesn't make a difference. It's all on the idea of the mind of the director, that whatever he decides to do with the movie, and then what the story's going to be about. But I don't think they are. That means it won't be done for another 3 years, because it takes.
Well, between those 3 years, they
I
could
know,
flesh out the other
but
characters.
I know, but in the 3 years, you think Ben Affleck is going to come back to play Batman in 3 years? All these other
He didn't.
actors are going to come back. They're not.
He didn't even
They,
want to
they
do it in
all,
the first place.
Spider-Man's already going to get. Superman's already going to get replaced already. They already got a Batman movie. They keep talking about they might do a Ben Affleck Batman movie again, but that's just all rumors. I don't care for rumors. I want to see actual stuff that's going to actually be made. Rumors doesn't mean anything until it actually gets made. So, and all those characters that's behind us, only two of them, maybe three, are going to get made of their own solo movies. But by the
Oh,
time that gets
Aquaman
done,
and
Wonder Woman's already going to do, then Flash. Those movies are going to come out within the next 2 years. So that means another Justice League won't be, if they do, won't be for another 3 years. You think people are going to want to wait that long? I think
yeah,
people rather.
I'll wait that long if it's
I'd
good
rather wait.
storyline and
I'd rather wait longer for an Avenger movie, and we don't even know when that will be out because they haven't released it. But the whole point is, I don't think they'll ever make another one. If they do, it'll be a reboot probably. Things will have to
probably.
get everything will have to be done all over again. But that'd be just a waste of money because it should have been done already. But
Anyways, what did you think of Darkseid and everything on this movie?
he looked cool. It was funny, like when he walked away, his body looked weird.
Really?
Yeah, just watch that scene when he walks away, like at towards the end, and then when he's walking away, he's like, yeah, like a little weird shape on the back of him when he was
You
walking
know, it was
away.
funny when they introduced him in the beginning of the movie. I felt cheated because like he got beat so fast. You know, it wasn't even like 5 minutes and he got beat. You had Zeus in there fighting. You had Wonder Woman. You had the Amazons. You had King Arthur and his crew. You had
The Vikings, everybody,
everybody,
the Lanterns or
and
whatever.
Darkseid could take care of that boy.
I don't know, but
He got beat like nothing. Who was it that beat him? Ah, crap! Somebody threw a knife at him, an axe. Who was it? I don't remember.
I
Made
don't
him
know.
bleed. I mean, if you see in the cartoons, he takes all that stuff in stride. He doesn't even. And then not only that, They didn't do the most famous, iconic thing that Darkseid always does, bro. Hands behind the back. Oh my god, I wanted to see that so bad.
Oh, when he's walking.
Yeah, when he starts whooping ass with his hands behind his back. You know,
Oh,
he takes out his hand, pimp slaps somebody. Blah.
well, I
Man.
guess they don't have time for all that in this movie because it's 4 hours long. Like I said, and
I
the only other thing that I did like is just, well, I, I was kind of confused of why they care to introduce like this guy. I don't like this guy as Lex Luthor. His voice, the way he talks when he's talking,
mhm,
he kind of reminds me like in his other movies, but he doesn't sound too vicious or anything like that or too scary with his character.
mhm.
He kind of reminds me of this like when I'm watching the Social Network movie that he was in, the way he was talking. But he didn't, I don't like him as Lex Luthor. But then like, who cares? Like, okay, he escaped and everything, and then they showed this guy. I thought I was like,
Deathstroke.
look at there goes Deadpool.
Deathstroke.
Like there goes Deadpool, and his name is Wade or Wilson or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I like.
Well, it's a copy. It's a copy of Deadpool.
Oh,
So
I know that, but I'm just saying it's just that. What was the whole point of putting that out there? Like, are you leaving up for a sequel at the time, which is never going to happen?
well, that's what it was for.
I don't know. I think that was just like whatever. Didn't make any sense. Didn't care for too much for the Joker thing either. Like I was kind of confused when they were doing this. Like, okay, then when I found out it was a dream thing, I'm like, okay, and then that could be like a dream thing, like similar to what happened to Iron Man when he was dreaming about what happened in the future.
Mhm.
That could have been something like that. But the Joker was I don't know. I was confused on
You don't
that
think
part.
you don't think he redeemed himself in those
No,
5 minutes that he was on?
no, I don't know. Do you like that Joker version?
I would have liked to have been introduced to that Joker version in the first place.
So you
It's
like that
def
Joker?
Yeah, it looked way better than that crap that we got in Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, but he wasn't the main.
Damaged, and he was wearing $1,000 Armani suits and shit.
Well, I understand that, but he's not the main character in that
All that
movie.
gold, all the bling in his teeth. Come on, man.
I didn't care for that. I didn't mind that.
Exactly. I
Whatever.
didn't care either. I'm just saying, if we were introduced to this version, it would have been a lot sweeter. He actually looks crazy as hell in this version of him. You know, he looked menacing.
Isn't he going to be in the Suicide Squad movie too?
I don't know.
I think I heard that he might be in it, but
I don't know. I mean,
not like through the whole movie. But who knows if he just makes an appearance? But I don't know.
another five
But
minutes.
just I don't know. I think it was okay, but I think that was just a waste. I don't know.
What's up with Batman having these premonitions and stuff now? Is he psychic? Is he gaining a power?
You're getting something, but
He's
you know,
finally evolving. Anyways, what other parts were? I wanted to see Granny in action. There was no Granny action there.
Granny.
Yeah, Granny goodness.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my god, no wonder. Granny goodness is the one that right next to the side. You know who the side is?
I saw the character that was next to this
Okay,
guy.
well, right next to Darkseid was the side, and the other one was a woman called Granny Goodness.
Oh,
She's the one
okay.
that she's the one that trains the Furies, which are Darkseid's women warriors.
Oh, where did you find this out?
I watch a lot of cartoons.
Oh, you got that. I don't really watch the DC
I
cartoons.
love DC cartoons, bro.
I
I say this every time, bro. DC kills it in the animation department. Marvel ain't got nothing,
well,
nothing
doesn't matter to
on
Marvel
DC.
that much, anyways.
So
The-
if you haven't seen DC animation, watch it.
I know
DC has his
that's true. They got some good animation, but I don't think
dude,
Marvel
awesome.
cares. Marvel don't care. All they care about is making money off of their movies. They make more money off of their movies than they care about making off their animation stuff. So
Oh, I'm sure about
so,
that.
so like that's what I'm saying. I don't think they care too much about it. Why do you think they keep delaying their movies. I don't think this one might come out. The Black Widow might actually come out
On
in
May
May.
21st, I think it said.
Yeah, because some other movies got pushed back. I think Venom got pushed back.
Yeah, it got
Yeah.
pushed up to 2022, I think it was.
No, I think end of the year, September
September, something like that.
of this year.
Oh, this year was?
Yeah.
I posted it in Entertainment Talk on Facebook. Check it out right there. I posted that up there. I just don't remember what day it was.
Yeah, you never get your dates right on anything.
Whatever. Anyways,
As
why
of-
are we talking about Marvel?